As you can see, I'm freshening up some of the outdoor projects I've made over the years. I'm using Spar Varnish, but a lot of this information also applies to oil-based polyurethane. In this episode, I'll talk about the products and the process I like to use to get a good professional finish and how I keep my brushes and finish clean, fresh, and ready for the next time. First, I want to talk about this. This is something new I've come up with. So the problem with an oil-based finish is it's kind of hard to wash your brushes, and you can't just wrap your brushes up in cellophane and use them for several days like you can with latex paint. So what I've done here is I cut a slit in the top of this plastic lid here. The end of the brush goes through that slit. I drilled a hole on one end, and then I use Boloxygen, which is a heavier argon gas. The tip of the Boloxygen goes into that hole. I spray maybe 2 or 3 seconds worth of Boloxygen into the container, and that forces out the air, and now I have a heavier argon gas inside this cup here, and that prevents the finish and the brush from going bad. So I've been using this brush for a few days now. It's still good. I'm pretty excited about that. These are the kind of things that get me excited. I did think it was a good idea, so I wanted to share that with you. The brush that I like to use, it's not that expensive. It's about 10 bucks. It's the Worcester Yachtsman. It's a natural bristle brush. Say that 5 times fast. And the difference in a natural bristle brush is it lays the finish down instead of pulling the finish. If you use a polyester brush, it kind of pulls the finish, and it's harder to get a nice kind of clean line without a lot of brush and pull marks. The roller that I use is just either a foam roller or a mohair roller. And this is another cool thing that I've come up with. I line my paint tray with tinfoil. I make a tinfoil cover, and then I put a little hole in the tinfoil, and again, use the Boloxygen, put the Boloxygen into that hole that I cut, spray maybe 2 or 3 seconds worth. And now this is filled with argon gas, and that prevents the air from drying out the roller and the finish. So that's one of those simple things that'll save you a lot of time and money. I made this table just about 4 years ago, posted the video on September of 2022. I do have plans for this, so if you want to build it, I'll have a link to the plans right here. Very easy project made with pocket hole joinery. I get a lot of grief for using pocket holes, but nobody who has ever used this table over the last 4 years looked or asked if this was made with pocket hole joinery. That's just the woodworking snobs out there who like to pick every little project apart. This thing's not going anywhere. A lot of that does have to do with the finish. I like to use Total Boat's Gleam Spar Varnish. And when I bought this table back into the shop 3 or 4 days ago, I gave it a light sanding, and I've applied 2 coats of the gloss Spar Varnish. I like a satin finish. So now I'm going to give this a light sanding and then apply at least 1 or 2 more coats of the satin finish. So even if you want a satin finish, use the gloss for the first 3 or 4 coats. That's going to give you better UV and weather protection. Okay, I just finished giving everything a light sanding with 320 sandpaper, the 2 tabletops, the bench top and the table base. And I'm sure you've heard the expression, prep is everything. It's very true, especially when it comes to painting and finishing. So I've relined my paint tray with tinfoil. I can use the same tinfoil lid. A new bucket, again, I can use the same lid. This time I'm using Spar Varnish Satin. And you only want to pour as much of the material as you think you're going to use into your working bucket, because you don't want to pour anything left over back into the can, because this is going to be exposed to oxygen. You definitely want to use a respirator. This stuff has a very strong smell, so let's go ahead, open up the can and get to work. I think it's a good idea to wear gloves. You want to protect your skin. And I'll use this awl to open the can, and then I'm going to use the awl to punch holes in the rim. So just maybe 4 or 5 holes carefully. That looks pretty good. The reason for these holes is any finish that gets in the rim will fall through the holes and back into the can. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour this into the cup. And it looks pretty good. I'll use my brush, clean the rim of the can off. Now I'll use the Boloxygen and spray about 2 or 3 seconds worth of Boloxygen into the can. That heavier argon gas will now sit on the finish and prevent this finish from skinning over and going bad. Now I'll pour some of the finish into the paint tray because I like to apply the finish to the tabletops with a foam roller or a mohair roller and then brush in the direction of the grain. Okay, well, after that first coat of satin, I let the finish dry. I always let it just dry overnight. Gave it a light sanding with 320 sandpaper. Gave it another coat, and here is the finished table. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, this is now going on 4 years. This table stays outside all year long through the rain, wind, and snow. And it really holds up well, but everything requires maintenance, everything outside. Like even this brick, this week, I ended up power washing this brick and then sweeping sand back into the mortar joints or the joints, whatever you want to call it. Of course, there's a jet going by right now. But anyway, I think this table just warms this area up really nicely because you have the polywood chairs, which are basically recycled plastic. I've got the grill over here, and that's concrete along with stainless steel. So it's nice to warm the space up with a little natural mahogany. The bench is over there, just out of the view of the camera, but I'll make sure I get a shot of it. And anyway, hope you found this video helpful. I think that tip with putting the brush in a little bit of finish in the bucket with the handle sticking through and then using the Boloxygen, that's a great tip. It's something that works really good. I was able to use the same brush in that finish for at least 4 or 5 days. I even let it go over the weekend in the finish, the brush in the finish like that. So if you're ever going to do a finish like this, that's something to keep in mind. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. If you'd like to build this table or any of my woodworking projects, I'll have a link to my website down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.